But we also had a position. We saw Troy be lined up at right tackle.
Good
for rookie minicamp. shout out to that. I know there was
just how
questions,
it should be.
Some questions surrounding it. Now, just in terms of the quick convo surrounding that, it was rookie minicamp, so I do like it for an initial start point. Do I think it's set in stone? No. I think we'll get that information once the veterans are here, because now we'll see exactly how they want to utilize Broderick and Dan Moore with Troy. In rookie minicamp, Troy, you getting first dibs. Troy, you going wherever you want to go type convo. You know what I mean? Just because he's the first rounder. And what other rookie are you even going to entertain putting out there in front of Troy, you know, in terms of like for the rookie minicamps? But it's different, obviously, when Broderick is here, Dan Moore is here. That's the part where we want to see who you putting out there, what's the groupings. And it's still just a little bit of information, because obviously we know when they get the pass on the training camp, we'll get even more understanding of it. But that's the one thing that I did like, at least. It's like, all right, they ain't just throw him at left tackle because he played left at Washington. They did go with what we were kind of hoping and projecting to see. So did like that.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't mean everything right now, but it means something.
Yeah. It's a step in the right direction, I'll tell you that. Yeah.
They could have put him at left tackle.
They could have put him at guard. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like,
I thought guard was off the table, though, because Tomlin said on draft night, he said tackle. Yeah. And the question was, is it going to be right? Is it going to be left? What do we do with Broderick? Is Dan Moore going to be starting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think the most sensible way to go about this is just have Fautanu go to right and then have Broderick Jones and Dan Moore compete at left. That feels like the most sensible to me. If you drafted Broderick to be a left tackle, get him over to left tackle. Don't waste snaps. Don't waste energy of him playing right just because he played that last year.
Yeah.
Get him over to left.
Now, how do you feel if Dan beats him out at left, though?
All right, so be it.
Would you put him back at right, though?
Broderick?
That's what I'm asking.
No, because I feel like you drafted Fautanu for right.
Okay.
I'm just assuming that. I mean, your first rookie minicamp, little snap here, it's right tackle.
Yeah.
You drafted Broderick for left.
But the first time we saw
Broderick, I don't feel like we should be
right. I don't league-wise.
Yeah, I don't feel like we should be drafting people at the same position back-to-back in the first round.
But I'm with you.
Using assets like that.
Yeah. Or just say, hey, play him out of position either. It's like, I don't want that either. It's like, yeah, play these dudes where you're drafting them at. Otherwise, what are y'all actually, like, scouting? Yeah.
Yeah, that's my guess. I think it's most sensible. Yeah, Moore beats out Jones, whatever. Moore has 1 year left on his deal. Like I don't think that says anything about Broderick being our future necessarily. I think he's still be our future. He should get better. I think it says more about Dan Moore.
Me too. Like I think it's going to be a very interesting competition if they allow Dan to compete. I want to see what that looks like, man, in just the sense of them young dudes in that setting having to beat them out. Because obviously, you know, you don't get to start here unless you're handling your business in the Latrobe Proving Grounds, and Dan has been able to do that. So that's the one where I'm just like, let's see this year, whichever one they do decide to have him compete against, or do they move him to right and say you get to compete but at that spot? Because I don't think that benefits Dan. But I think if they let Dan stay at left and it's like he'll compete versus Broderick, I think that's going to make both of them be better for it.
Yeah. Because then if you leave Broderick at right and have him and Fautanu compete at right, it's like why the hell did you draft Fautanu?
I'm wasting opportunity, bro.
What are you doing? Because you already have your starters in place then, in a way.
Yeah.
Dan Moore and Broderick Jones. You could have taken Brian Thomas.
Yeah,
or someone.
Very true.
I feel like you drafted Fautanu for a reason, play right tackle. You drafted Broderick for a reason, that's to play left tackle. Just get him in the right spots and stop wasting time.
Yeah.
If it means a competition between Broderick and Dan Moore, so be it.
Yeah.
That's life.
Yeah, because I'm like, you can't have both of your back-to-back first-round draft picks on the same side. And somebody sitting, and we're like, bro, no. No. Like I said, if Dan beats it out and that's how it turns out, cool. But I need to at least lie to me.
Definitely.